Yeah, day guys, and welcome back to Alliance War Season 57. This is episode 11. So we had quite an unfortunate loss to Chaos. We had a lot of apparently disconnects and just some input issues to Chaos, and we definitely dropped a war we should have won, but we'll move on. We'll move on to the next war. We basically need to win these last two if we want to give our best shot at finishing in the top 10 Masters 4. Our opponents next, they sort of fluctuate between Platinum 1 and Masters. They currently sit one rank above us. They sit 13th, we sit 14th. So we do need to win this. Our team is our 7-star rank 3 Hood, our 7-star rank 1 Mojo, and our 6-star rank 6 Kate Bishop. So we'll be using Hood for 4 of our 6 fights, but we also will be using Kate for one of the tactic defenders, but Hood being a tactic attacker makes it a lot easier to take our fights. We also have the Mojo synergy. This will be desperately needed so we can actually do all our fights with Hood. Basically, whenever we knock down the opponent, we load 3 bullets back up, get 3 more persistent charges. We do have our standard non-recoil setup, our Alliance War offense normal setup. It's been the same all season. Nothing really too much to chat about here. We will stay with Mystic Dispersion 5 for the whole war. So we're starting off just with that. We'll do our normal path, so path 8 into path 3. We're starting off with a Red Skull here, so this is on the Rage node. And we're using Kate Bishop. So Kate Bishop is a really good Red Skull counter because, you know, she can bypass all his armor resistances with her cold snap damage. So we got a pretty good start here with the special one without baiting a special. I could have definitely heavy punished that, and I probably should have. In fact, I missed I didn't want to parry there, but I did actually accidentally parry there. So we did take a little bit of power drain damage, which wasn't great, but you know, it wasn't too much health loss. Like, it was being a bit unfriendly there. We did manage to just refresh the cold snap before it expired, which was good. Obviously, we can't pause the cold snap by hitting in the block because we just get power drained and lose all our health. So the only way to refresh the cold snaps is by using this, the heavy in the corner, to keep them refreshed. So that's what we do. Get a nice relic intercept there into another heavy refresh, and I was pretty confident that this heavy here could finish him off without having to refresh again. So I think here's where I start backing off and just letting the cold snaps do the work, because you can see they're pretty much fully on duration now. I do throw one more special one just for good measure and for a little bit of extra damage. Obviously we don't get a third cold snap because we don't have the Chavo synergy. Alright, next up is Sersi. So we have taken Sersi here before, I believe. You usually see a Mystic here because of the Nullify Immune node. And so we're going to try and start the fight with a heavy. Now, we did that well, but unfortunately, it just hit a little bit too hard on the end, that last hit crit, and so that unfortunately triggered her glancing, which really sucked. So we did put the Nullify immunity on cooldown, but because of the glancing, we can't really do anything until it expires. But because all the glancing and the energized buffs expire at the same time, all that Mystic Dispersion means we go straight to a special 3. So it's not the end of the world, we can still recover, but we just have to use special 3 and just dump the power. The special 3 doesn't really do too much. Like, if you ask me right now, I can't even tell you what the special 3 does. It doesn't really do much, to be honest. We do get a lot of power back here from Mystic Dispersion, so we actually throw the special 2 as an intercept. This won't Fate Seal her because she does have the immunity. But we're able to bait the special 2. I probably should have punished, I didn't. But it's fine, we don't really need to worry about the unblockable because we're invisible. I think I did it for a heavier punish there. And so we're at 34 charges. You can see how effective that Mojo synergy is. We go for 2 hexes there and finish it off with a heavy, and we finish on a full yellow bar in just over a minute. So it definitely could have been quicker. Next up is an Okoye, actually, kind of a strange placement. She is a tactic defender, but she's really not too much of a defender, in my opinion. I think they only put her here because she's, you know, somewhat of a new champion, but she's got very easy specials to avoid. And as long as you don't get hit, you won't get bled or shocked. Now, this is an encroaching stun as well. Hood's really good for encroaching stun because whenever he's invisible, he is fully stun immune. And also, he just has a very high frequency of specials thrown with Mystic Dispersion. Although, that being said, Mystic Dispersion doesn't apply to Okoye if he has the necessary masteries equipped, which I think he did. I don't think we got any Mystic Dispersion in this fight, but that's fine because you can see we got to 22 charges in about 30 seconds and she goes down just like that. So very, very simple fight there for Hood. Next up was probably this, I'd say the second toughest fight of today's war. Not toughest, but just it's very like punishing if you mess up. So it's a Terrax, rank 3 Terrax. This is a tactic defender and we are taking it with Kate. So he has to be very careful when he throws his specials because he will go unblockable after his specials, and we won't be able to, you know, punish that. I actually did a disintegration here because I forgot that her evade punish is does actually count as a medium, I think, or a light, one of the two. And so we actually repeated that action in our normal combo. So we actually got one disintegration, but it didn't do that much damage at all. And we are able to get topped off here with healing from the armor breaks as well. Although we take a little bit of rock field damage. We managed to get one cold snap on him so far. This is obviously safeguard, so that's why we are using Kate, because we can let the cold snaps do the work. We wouldn't be doing this fight with Kate if it wasn't on safeguard. We'd just use Hood and it would have been fine, but because it's safeguard, we want to use Kate. And because when he throws that special one, the unblockable after the special one isn't really that long, so we don't really have to worry about the unblockable too much. So we throw another combo here and does another special one. Get that second cold snap on. I think I'll maybe try and get a heavy here, but we didn't have our evade back. We do now. So we managed to refresh one of them, but however the first one did fall off. He throws a special 2 here, which is fine. But he's pretty much dead already. We throw one more special 1 here. Get another perfect... Oh, in fact, we didn't get a perfect release. I'm not sure why that cold snap failed, actually. But it doesn't matter because he goes down just like that. So next up is a Shocker. So this is on node 38. We've taken node 38 a few times this season. I can't remember if we've taken Shocker. Actually, I think we shook Shocker on a different node. But Hood is really good for this fight because you can use your invisibility for a lot of openings, and also by punishing his specials you can go unblockable. And it's very easy for Hood to punish Shocker's special 1 in particular because you don't have to dash back. You can just let his special 1 go into the invisibility, which I think he does soon. We are holding block here just to get some power steal. We'd rather him throw special 2. I think he does here. He hasn't got any prowesses because of the Fate Seal. I think it was the ability accuracy turning that off. We managed to go invisible again, try to get the protection down. The Fate Seal has a chance to actually completely turn off the ebb and flow node completely. And I don't know if that happened in this fight, actually, because this is the first time I'm watching it back. Fury's gone away now, and he does get the protection back because the Fate Seal had worn off. So we do want to knock him down at least one more time before we heavy detonate. Otherwise, we're going to be heavy detonating with 60% less damage. So we throw another special 1, gets through the ruler's prowess. Sorry, a special 2, and then a heavy detonation here finishes him off. And we still have 16 charges, which isn't many, but it's enough for this last fight, I think. So it's a rank 4 Dark Phoenix, so the new scary defender. Hood is arguably the best champion in this, the best counter to Dark Phoenix in the game. The main thing is his ability accuracy on his Fate Seal can shut off her abilities, like her buffs and also her Nova Flames. We got a really unlucky start here because we got cold snaps on all 3 of our first hits. But now that we throw a special 2, we get the Fate Seal on. That has a shift chance is reduced by 65%, which is really good. So we get into a nice loop here of special 2s. We got the second one on now. We did go really unlucky with bleeds, and so we're ticking down quite a bit. We were able to get a little bit of regen. But you see, she throws a special 2 there, and we don't get the root or anything. She doesn't get the fury. We do get the Nova Flame, but it's not ticking for too much. It's only ticking for just under 300. So it's really not too bad. However, it is ticking for quite a while. But the 31 charges there detonate there. She goes down to 12%. I was pretty confident that one more heavy could finish her off, and with the Fate Seal on, we had a chance to bypass the immortality, and we did. So yeah, really clean fight with Hood there. He's such a good counter for Dark Phoenix. So that was our today's war. Really enjoyed that Dark Phoenix fight. Hope you guys did too. And yeah, I'll see you in the final war of the season. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.